Justice reinvestment, what it means particularly to me is taking, I guess, the substantial amount of funding that's being invested into punitive measures and putting that back in the community, reinvesting that back and divesting that back in the community in terms of, I guess, the diversionary early intervention and prevention end of it, because I think that's something that's been overlooked.
Just Reinvest is a coalition of, well, was started as a coalition of, youth services and legal services to kind of figure out different ways to work that is data-driven, that is community-led, that is place-based, which are all things that Aboriginal people have been asking for at least 50 years here, but going back even further.
So Just Reinvest New South Wales is an organisation that supports communities in leading and creating their own change.
This is about actually going to the people that you would want to normally consult, the community, and just going to them and just being very direct and just being like, what's your experience like with Mt Druitt Police? What's your experience like with the first night you were ever in Cobham, And we've got some really we've got the truth.
What's been happening with Just Reinvest in Mt Druitt is having conversations with the services, putting in data requests, so then we can show community what that data shows around what's not working.
Mounty Yarns kind of came about from, it was just about not having to continually have our young people to tell their trauma, to tell all the bad things that have happened to them. It was about trying to gather up, a group of stories and being like, this happens to all of us. This isn't just a one out, this isn't just one person's story. Really all that is to me is just how do we give young people a voice? How do we, and not just give them a voice, how do we make young people be heard?
So out of Mounty Yarns, the more and more we talk to the boys, talk to the young girls, they wanted to be a part of something. So what other than to play football? It gives them something to do, to look forward to every Monday, every week. It gives them, they've got a family they can rely. They do rely on us a lot.
How would I describe Moree? It's a great town. We've had our ups and downs over the many of years, a history of discrimination in this community. We stick together when it's needed. We've lost a lot of people. And our knowledge and our history and our culture that's gone with them, with the people before us. What we're trying to change in Moree is how we do things. We've got, many people have heard it, number of organisations, 72 plus organisations in this community, multi-million dollars coming in, and we've still got all these problems. Something needs to happen. So Just Reinvestment is a way about looking to do things differently through the data-driven information that we've obtained, that we can look at strategies then to work at in dealing with local issues that have been identified through the particular process that we've been doing with community engagement. It's about engaging with the community care sector, getting them on board, also government and non-government organisations, bringing them to the party to be part of this particular process to make it work in Moree.
I feel Moree is a very strong and powerful community with their voices. They know a lot of the solutions to the issues in town. The Youth Forum and Block Party came about from young people wanting to have more of a say in decision making happening in community about issues or ideas that involve them. Our aim for the Youth Forum and the Block Party is to have young people's voice listened to.
I think for me it's about creating those spaces for kids to be heard and for kids to, you know, to choose what they want to do in like what they want to see in their community.
Yeah, look, I think what other communities can learn from Maranoka is one is having the patience and tolerance, and we're all frustrated, and but we're also doing great work in our other communities. And I think the key to this is that we've customised and tailored our approach, and that's really important that other communities do the same, and they be given the same level of respect and time to do that as well.
Yeah, I suppose my message to community is just we know our culture is always the thing that will save us. And that's what community control and self-determination has always been to me. It's like, I'm not going to look outside for any solutions because I know that we have them. And I might not have the solution for Moree, do you know what I mean? But I know Moree has the solution for itself. And so it's just about consistently trying and backing yourself. Consistently backing yourself, because no one understands what it's like to be in your community but you.